Relativity. What's with it? It's your drinkability. Sergeant, yeah, you know how we gets down. Triple B. Shotgun and poop. Up in here tonight, and we finna do how we do. You know. It's beautiful. Everything is everything.
What up? First +1 vid. You guys actually were asking me to do this. Like a bunch of people hit me up saying they wanted to actually learn how to use pads and actually help their friends. A lot of the +1s when I was at the last event, a couple of them had asked me, like, saying that they were sitting around with the fighters not knowing how they could help them. So I thought, well, maybe I can make a couple of videos. I'm not professionally trained or anything like that, but I thought I could tell you guys what I know, and hopefully maybe you could help your sons, your daughters, your brothers, sisters, boyfriends, your friends, any of your homies and shit. You can help them out instead of just sitting there watching them fight. You might not want to fight, but you could help them out and getting better and helping along them on their journey, and maybe, you know, you might learn a couple of things yourself too. So I'm going to try and teach you how to help the fighters or your loved ones to get better. I'm going to try a different ways to film and train, so bear with me. Like, I might do like either a demonstration where I do it myself, or I might show you how to do it. Maybe I'll just do a whole round and then have you guys just simulate the same round over and over. I don't want you guys to get too caught up on how I do it in my way of doing things, because I'm a big ass dude, so if you're not a heavyweight, it might be a little bit different. But yeah, so if there's anyone out there that's actually watching, let me know what combos you you don't like, what equipment you would like me to use, because I'm about to tell you a list of stuff that I can go through. But if there's actually someone watching right now, I'll get to the thing you want faster instead of just how I wanted to do it. So you just let me know. If there's anyone in the comment section, just put down what piece of equipment or what combo you like, or I'm gonna do some different ones. I'm gonna try and do one once a week if I can. Don't quote me on that, but once a week I'd like to do at least one +1 video. I'd like to come back around every couple months and add to that same video. So like if we do something with the mitts, then maybe add something else to it, till we start turning it into the full repertoire of punches. So yeah, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try to edit and do all the posting myself, so you guys have to bear with me. It's taking like a long time. I did buy a tripod and I did buy a boom mic. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you real quick what we're gonna do with the +1s. I'm gonna do a bunch of target mitt demonstrations. We'll start with actually how to use the mitts. The way I taught myself, I actually taught myself how to do it. I actually did 1,000 3-minute rounds by myself with my whole gym laughing at me and talking all the shit about me and saying how I looked hella stupid. And now I feel like I can do mitts pretty good, even though a lot of people still say I can't do it. It's like hella people are hitting me up now and offering me money and shit. So I'm gonna start taking the money and just be like, fuck it. I mean, the way I look at it, kind of like, it's like a gym is like a place that sells pizzas, and you gotta pay a certain amount of money just to walk into the gym. Then if you want to go into another room where they do more centered training or more extensive training to be essentially around the pizza oven and the guy who makes pizzas, that costs more money. Then if you want your own personal pizza from the coach, that costs more money. But it's like, you can fuck with me. I got some marinara sauce, I got some cheese, I got some Ritz crackers, and I'm trying to throw some shit together, and we're gonna be over here eating. It ain't gonna be hella good, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, target mitts will be the first thing. I'll splice a picture in there. The suitcase bag, or the kick bag, this bag right here is interesting because you can do a lot of elbows on it and stuff too. You can do body stuff if you have the endurance to hold it. It's like, it's not something I would just have someone just hold on their first time holding it, because it depends on how hard the guy's kicking it or how hard the guy's using the bag against you. But I do have the suitcase bag, or the kick bag, whatever you want to call it. Remember, I'm calling these things what I call it. I don't give a goddamn what it's called on the streets. I don't care what you call it. This is what I call it, and it is what it is. I call it a teep kick. I actually call it a steep kick, and I know it's stupid, but that's what I've always called it. So if you don't like it, fuck you. But yeah, the third one, the pill bag or the power bag. This is when you're doing like more of the knockout punches. You do a couple of the 1-2s. This bag right here is more for getting that power, just really getting endurance down. We'll do a little bit with this bag right here too. It's not too expensive. It's a cool bag to have, and it's cool because if you have this bag along with your fighter or your brother, your sister, your son, daughter, whatever, you could use this in conjunction with them using the heavy bag or with them using the speed bag. You could be like another station along with that, to where they're hitting it, doing something, to go into you, to where you're moving and they're having to hit that, to where you're coming at them with different angles. It's interesting if you have someone willing to use this bag with you while you're doing other stuff. Okay, so number 4, the Thai pads.
Relativity, what's with it? It's your drinkability. Sergeant, yeah, you know how we gets down. Triple B, shotgun and pool. Up in here tonight, and we finna do how we do. You know, it's beautiful. Everything is everything. Load up on those turn rugged hot mouth. Fly shit sandwiches. Bloody noses, knees and elbows. Look up with bandages. You can pull out every party, trying to get in some jeans. So I started living my face back at age 14. And now I'm bonafide G, bitch, and that's all that I've been. It's all I know, it's all I do, bitch, it's hogging the win. So I'm party tomorrow, after party, cooning again. Popping easies on this rich, bringing in 2 of her friends. I'm serving her man excursion DVD on 2 screens. She love it when young be flying dry, smacking her meat to the beat.
Okay, these are tricky right here, because with these ones right here, I've heard different kickers say different things. I've heard some kickers say it's about endurance with these. Some kickers say it makes they're harder, so it makes your feet more fucked up. Some kickers have said because they get damaged and they get all scratched up and shit, they fuck with your shins, so they wear the guards. I don't know if you want to use these right away. What's good about these is you can use kicks, elbows, you can use punches, but you got to make sure who's kicking you when you're wearing these pads right here understands how to kick, because the suitcase bag, that's way bigger, and you know that's gonna hurt still. But these Thai pads, some of them will knock you out. Like if you ain't holding these things right, if the person kicking gets tired on a kick, 4 or 5 kicks into 20 kicks or something, you might catch one. So the Thai pads, if you guys want me to use them, you guys let me know. We'll go into those, but I like to do those later. Start with the regular mitts, the suitcase bag, and the pill bag first, and then go to the Thai pads. But if someone out there like Marauder or someone's watching, or one of you Muay Thai guys is like, dude, do the Thai pads, okay, we'll do fucking Thai pads, bro. It is what it is. Next thing is the pull sticks. Like I said, these are just some cheap little sticks. You can cut them to different lengths. You can hit people with them. You can make them block with them, depending on the size and how cheap you get them. If you get the real cheap ones, you have to cut them real short and use them for like short distance things. If you can get the ones that are more sturdy, that's a couple of dollars, then you can keep them a little bit longer. You can also use duct tape, like a lightsaber, and kind of reinforce it with some duct tape where your hands go and shit, so that way you're not kind of working against it. They don't last very long though. If you really start hitting them really, really hard and shit, and like you're really getting into them, you might have to buy a couple pairs, but they're very cheap. The medicine balls, like I said, I might do a video showing you guys, because I've actually made a medicine ball with like old clothes and a garbage bag and like duct tape, and like you can make I can probably show you 2 or 3 different ways to make a medicine ball, but they're cheap too. They're not hell expensive. I like for you guys to have a medicine ball. You yourself helping your +1, your daughter, your son, whatever, the whole thing I just said, you helping them with this right here is going to help you too, because every time you squat down and pick it up, or every time you throw it back at them, you yourself are doing a rep. So no matter what, you're gonna get big, or not big, but you're gonna get benefits from using the medicine ball and helping them as well. Let me see here. The boxes, the steps, the curb. You can use, I'll show you guys how to use boxes that are actually like gym boxes, but you can use the steps or you can use a curb. I'll show you how to do all that too. Like, you could use a little curb on the side of the road and count that as a step, as long as you're careful with it and make sure you don't get lazy and you keep your form. And one step is fine, as long as you're getting that little extension with your foot. You'd like to have a bigger one, but we can start with a curb until you can either get into a gym or get somewhere where you have some steps or something. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the box jumps and stuff like that. What's good about boxes is that if you help the person with these other stuff, like if you're wearing the mitts and they're doing box jumps, or if you were wearing the suitcase bag and they were doing box jumps or something, they could jump up to jump down to doing something, to, you know, push up or something else to something else, to that you add another station to the little rotation to what they're doing. That's gonna help them out hella much. Like, I wish I had somebody here to help me do some shit like that. That'd be tight. Last thing, no matter what, if you think you need it or not, I want you guys to always wear a mouthpiece and have a mouth guard. Even if you're just the +1, that's just like, all I do is hold pads, all I do is hold this, all I do is you know, you don't even do any fighting, because at any time if one of these fools hits you or something and you catch one, your jaw might rattle or some shit. You might, you know, just get a mouthpiece and wear one, even if it's bad. It'll help your breathing too, just from you being like getting used to seeing punches coming at you and shit, and it'll just protect your mouth. So yeah, just get one, please. Besides that, is that it for this video? Yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I think the first video that I'm going to do is going to be on the target mitts, showing you how to start getting your endurance up to using them. So I might do a couple rounds of like how I would start. I would just go up, forward, down. I might put on a bag, or I might just do it in the air, and then have you just repeat that same round over and over for a couple weeks, and then have you add your variation to it, and then go like do a part 1, and then like come back and do a part 2, a part 3. But yeah, my Marvel game plan is the target mitts into the suitcase bag, into the pill bag, into the Tide pads, into the pull sticks, medicine balls, into the box jumps. So let me know if you don't like that, or if you want to change it up a little bit. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Relativity, what's with it? It's your drinkability. Sergeant, yeah, you know how we gets down. Triple B, shotgun and poop. Up in here tonight, and we finna do how we do. You know.